Alright, welcome back, guys. This is DBX Rap CEO USA, making another video with my current bass setup and some tips for the guys out there who are following my videos. So, this is what's going on. Currently, this game is getting kind of unfair with what's going on with this metal distribution setup. The ratio is 17 and 8, which is very unfair for the players who are, currently on the top. Basically, I am right now holding down the number 10, and I only have 9 people above me to gain 17 medals or less from, and the remaining, thousands of people below me, I get 8 from, which that means I rarely get a chance to get a 17 medal base, and anyone I attacked, I'm in danger because they will attack me back and get more than I actually got from them. So I hope they can address this issue, because I'm in contact with some of the players here from Commander Union, Dennis, and then Search and Destroy, and a few other guys. And this is a situation that we are both kind of want to address. And I don't know when this change is going to take place, but I hope it does soon, because if it doesn't, I might just soon retire, because this game is just not fair anymore. I mean, I have another account, the hashtag DBX Swag, which I started just because I really don't want to play on this side. I'd like to defend myself instead of attacking, because there's no point. And with the other account, it's I believe it's a very fair setup with 12 medals or 13 medals. Basically, if someone is above you, you get 13. If someone's below you, you get 12. And the same thing works, when retaliating back, it's 12 and then 13. So you guys understand, I'm sure. I mean, back in the days when I started, this was very much different. You could gain 25 medals from an attack very easily, but that's not the case anymore. And now, what's happening? There's a lot of new players out there that are just eager to get on the top, and they don't care how they attack, because they still gain 17 from the guys like us, and they use those brainless Titan tanks, or they use a lot of ground troops, which takes a lot of time to finish a base, and that doesn't help us to use those, because they take a lot of time. And if we go like that, in an hour we might just only pull 100 medals, which is not worth it. So I decided to not buy any more War Factory items, and concentrate on a great setup, and defend myself from the grounds. And we do actually know that most of the top players use drones, and I'm one of them. And drones are a great way to attack. Some people say they're brainless, it's this and that. Uh, I disagree. Drones are not easy to use, and most of them actually who don't use, they fail to use them, because they can get really easily trapped and lose an attack. And people who are like masters at it, like some of the guys from Commander Union, like Dennis, Taker, I use those and I love it, and I'm considered to be one of the best players when it comes to drones. But I don't know, it's kind of frustrating now to attack somebody when it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just want to actually stay down and defend your base and see what's going on. Basically that's what I want to make this video, and show you guys how I'm defending myself, so, and help some of the players out there to do the same. So currently I have the log here, that current attacks that were happening to my base within the past 12 hours. As you can see, I have some attacks here, which currently I'm defending against ground, but I also blend in some air attack defenses, because you never know. So we do have an attacker here from Krazo from Assassin's Crew, which he took a loss. I mean, I consider this is a great result since I wasn't defending against Jones. I'll play the reply. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But check this out here. These two guys took winning. I believe I had no strike force at that time, but from this point down, Arabic and Danny Quolk, whatever name is, I'm sorry I can't pronounce it, and a few other guys here, they didn't do so well. And here's another guy, perfect example. This was actually when I set up the base and I didn't even have my strike forces on my defenses. And let me show you what happens here. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm concentrating on the left side of the screen because the right side is very strong. As you can see, all these trees here, they're pretty much no access from this point to all the way this point. And if they try to attack from this side, most likely they're gonna lose. And this is the perfect example. Somebody just thought, this side is closed, let's start from the top. And here's what happens, guys. Look, he's getting rid of my metal rains, which another thing, do not waste your strike force on metal rains because most of them are gonna take those out first. So try to use them on artillery. If you get a lot of Titan tank attacks, use it on the rail guns. But I think the best ones are the dome defenses, from my experience. And here's how this guy launches. And as you could see, quickly he's gonna start losing troops because I have some mines hidden under the trees, and it's not easy to pass that area because you see the blockage right here. The only access is here, which there is a 2x2 wall blocking the entrance, and it's gonna take them some time to break that wall. He's moving pretty fast, but not fast enough to pass. And as you can see, I really don't have much war factory items. I only have the ion cannon, and I have one healers, which are right here on the corner. See, my ion actually did some big damage here. Got rid of their group right there on the corner. And these guys are just popping from every corner, and then they're just disappearing very quickly. And this is again with no strike forces. I was very surprised to see this because this guy, Mr. Bato, keeps attacking me and he keeps taking down my medals. And I got tired of, losing, and I said I have to spend some hours on this game and put my defenses back into where it belongs. And this is the results I got. He total loss. They lost 8 medals actually, and everything else on the ground. This was a great defense setup, and I hope some people can take a note to my setup and use it for their own and defend themselves. I understand right now a lot of people probably will say, oh, I see your stealth tanks and this and that. This is not, I don't care. You can point those directions. I move them all the time. And a lot of the things you see, like the stealth generator, where it is, and I kind of have it different right now, but everything changes while from attack to attack. Like currently what you saw, that was a different setup. I'll play another one, which is a totally different setup. But majority stays the same. Here's a attack from Easy QWERTY Q8, another loss. This is another thing. I haven't been seeing any loses for the past 30 days, and this is my first day of the new defense setup, and I'm already have 3 guys taking a loss, which is a great start. And as it goes, I will be improving the setup. And by the way, that was my free stealth generator that I got from the advanced material donations from the Alliance group. And it's actually another bomber that they actually giving us a free level 10 where we're supposed to get a level 14. That's not fair enough. That's not fair at all. Whatever it is that we're currently on level on, that's what we should be getting, not getting a cheap basically a half-life of a stealth gen that's I don't even like to use at all. Actually, I didn't know until I put it on, and that's why I put it on the corner now. I don't really care if they take it off or they go against that. See, this guy took the corner, the worst area. I mean, I don't know if that's the worst, honestly, but I think it's very hard to attack from this corner because of the trees. But then again, on the other side, I have a lot more defense, towers that also they have to deal with. So, regardless, it works great for me. See, he's got his hacker using my ion canal to take out my own Patriot, but it didn't work for some reason. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but that was cool to see that it didn't work. See, he's only 29% so far. He's barely gonna probably hit 40, if not 30 something. Yes, let's speed up this moment. Yeah, you're out, buddy. You got that one tank and one hacker left. It does not gonna help. CNC is not good here. Alone. There he goes. Run away. That's the number 2 right here on my list. And then I have another one that I'll like show you. Just to point out here, this setup is strictly against ground defense. But just because I placed my stealth tanks in a proper uh, way, I can actually drop a lot of drones or Apaches and still take them down using a ground setup. As you can see, some of these towers here are not good for air defense, and that's why this guy here took only 52%. Krauser, another guy that keeps attacking me non-stop. He does have a nice tactic to attack, but I actually trapped him. Didn't work well for him this time. And this is, I believe it's on Strike Force too, so that helps me a lot, because if I wasn't on Strike Force, I think I would have been taking 100% loss here. Or if I had some of my other dome defenses on aerial, I would 100% destroy this guy, because some of them don't work right now. They basically just kind of like sitting out there. The aerial works, sentry it works. A couple of them I have there, but the major one that I have here is in the middle right here next to the HQ. That's my aerial one, because that right there blocks out the whole radius around it from either ground or air. It kind of works well if you put one close to the HQ. See right here, it's gonna start taking down drones right away. And basically he cleared out 3 of my Patriots too, so mostly here it's all my stealth tanks and sentries that they're doing the job. See, the cannon is right now gonna try to take some drones out, and it did actually. Not a lot, but a couple of them went down. He's almost out. I have one Patriot right here on the top. You could probably see the touch area where I'm touching. This is it. This is it, guys. See, he luckily got my HQ. If he didn't, he was definitely gonna take a loss. That's it. 2 Apaches versus 1 aerial. There he goes down. That's great. Perfect. So this is it right here. 11 medals lost, and I mean, this is the first time I'm waking up with instead of 200. Oh wow, I'm getting a attack live. Getting attacked live. Let's see who's this guy. So I would love to see this before the video is ended. Let's check out how many minutes we have been recording. We don't want to pass the limit of the 15 minutes, because then we'll have a problem with YouTube or chopping down the video, but I'll let it run. So another thing, I hope Zigna is listening and can make some changes, because for some of the players